today's video, I'm going to show you how to assemble the Ashford rigid Heddle loom and stand. Sometimes having a video guide is helpful than just the written instructions alone, especially if you're a visual learner like I am. I want to make a note that before assembling my loom, I treated all the wood pieces. See my previous video preparing my loom. I used a wood polish and conditioner with beeswax and orange oil. First thing I do is check to be sure that I have all the necessary parts. It is now time to begin assembly. I'm starting with the stand. Okay, so this side, the little peg is right there, and the side, the little peg is right there. This is solid round. This side has a notch right there. So that goes on this side. Four holes. Okay. That's the back. This has got 4 holes underneath. So that's the front rail. Attach the front rail. The front rail has 4 holes underneath for warping pegs. The back rail to the left side with 38. Put the screws on just the left side first. And to help the screws go in easier, we give them a little bit of wax, candle wax. The holes are facing the front. Right, drag in. And the reason that this is shaped like that is because it just fits there like that. There we go. The picture seemed to show. It's important that they match up right here. When I looked at the picture, it looked like the pin was on this side, but it needs to be on that side, which I would consider that the top, and this is the bottom. That seemed like the bottom, but it needs to be on the top so that this matches up Written explanation is better than pictures, but I swear everything is pictures these days. People don't read anymore. Another thing that is important is the teeth are facing the correct direction, because you want it to hit that way. You don't want it to be this way because it won't work. So that's also important. And this isn't even close. I'm going to have to take the screw. See the gap? That's not good. So I got to take this screw out. Okay, so we have these on. They match up on both sides. This has got to go on, but before that, the screw has to go in there and here. So there is a pre-drilled hole, but of course the hole is smaller than the screw. So it's a good idea to just wax all the screws, and then you'll have an easier time getting them into the wood. Okay, now for the last one. Now, these caps go on, but before we do, we need to put some wax. Okay, and this goes in the wood. Whoops, I made another mistake. I forgot the washer, so I had to pull it apart and put the washer on. The washer is what's going to keep this from coming off. And I'm going to show you with the other one. See, this can come off so easy because I forgot to put the washer on. So let me separate this. Alright, so I have to remove the screw. I missed that in the directions. Yeah. So once that is on, then we put the washer and then the screw. The washer is important to hold this so it doesn't come off. Alright, now we have it correct. This turns that way, and this turns that way, so it can keep nice tension on. I felt like it was important to assemble this on a flat surface before putting it on the stand. That way I could make sure that everything is all square. Having these rails on makes the whole thing square. Now, I think I'll put it on my stand. one more thing that came with it. A peg. That's obvious, it fits in there. Now, what's that hole for? I think this is how it goes. That seems to work really good. This is the warping peg that gets anchored on the opposite side of the table. The other clamp holds the loom in place during warping. After it's fully warped, I set the loom on its stand. I am so excited to start using this loom. I have lots of yarns to make beautiful things, but my first project will be made with linen, which is a bit different than working with yarns. I started with a small sample project to sort of get my feet wet, as they say. I'm glad I decided to do that because I did make some mistakes in warping the loom for the first time. I did much better the second time around. Having a little experience gave me a better understanding of the process. I am sort of a hands-on learner. I hope you found this video useful. If so, please consider dropping me a couple of dollars in my Cash App or Venmo app or the Super Thanks button below the video to help me finish my crafting cottage. You'll find my usernames for those things in the description below the video. Thanks for watching.